Hey guys, Ken the Movie King, and back again with another movie review. And today I'm reviewing Hell House 2: Abaddon Hotel. Yes, that's right. Hell House 2 is out, and I'm shocked because I had no idea. I forgot when it was released, and last night I was pretty bored. I was looking for a horror movie, so I popped on Shudder, and there you had it. It was a Shudder exclusive, and there it is. Hell House 2 is now streaming on Shudder. So if you have Shudder and you've seen the first Hell House movie, you can check out the second one now because it's streaming. So basically, the plot of this movie is investigators investigating the situations that happened in the first movie, Hell House, when these group of guys, wanted to set up a haunted house at the hotel. And so some investigators are trying to investigate what's going on and what happened. They got some information. They got contacted, and so they're basically going to get some information from it. I don't want to give too much away. I'm not into giving spoilers, so that's basically the plot of the movie. Now, Hell House, the first movie, was a movie that caught me off guard. I feel it's a really, really good independent horror movie. It's a found footage movie, and I felt the first movie was a well done found footage movie. I'm not a fan of the found footage genre, but when it came to that movie, it was actually creepy. It gave me a creepy feeling. And the thing about the first movie, it had a dread about it and a build up. And when everything came out, when things started to happen, it was actually scary. It wasn't some cheap jump scares that you usually get from found footage movies. So, I'm not here to talk about the first movie. If you guys want to hear my thoughts on I gave the rating of it, you can check out my review for that. We're talking about the sequel. Now, the sequel, the same director that dealt with the first movie is doing with the second movie, and from what I heard, this is going to be a trilogy. Now, the problem with this movie, it suffers with what happens with most people when it comes down to sequels. It's a sequel. The build-up and dread that you got in the first movie, you do not get with this movie. I gotta be quite honest. There is some creepy scenes, I'm not gonna lie, and I do like how there's certain things that if you look in the background, you see something popping up, and it's a type of movie that maybe you're gonna have to watch more than once to just like catch other things that are here and there. But at the same time, they tend to like freeze frame certain things that you might have missed, which I wish they didn't do that. It's kind of for the viewer to a Where's Waldo kind of moment to happen. But other than that, let's talk about the characters. As for the first movie, and yes, I don't want to keep comparing it to the first movie, but this is a direct sequel to the first movie, and the first movie had awesome actors involved with it, some excellent actors. Now, when it comes to this movie, you can tell that acting is not their specialty. That's my opinion. They're not the greatest when it comes to acting, and that kind of gets you like off the movie a little bit, because you start noticing the flaws, which you didn't really notice in the first movie, and you don't really get that much character development compared to the first movie, which was more of a build-up to when all the hell started to break out. This is a sequel, and when it comes to sequels, everything has to pop up. They put more out there because they think that's what the viewers want. More. Unfortunately, because of that, I started to get kind of bored, and and it was something that never happened in the first movie, but I was kind of like, ugh, this is what disappointed about, and this is what I was worried about. This is what I was worried about when I started talking about the trailer review. Now, is it a terrible movie? No. As I said, there is some scenes in this movie that are creepy, and when the movie was done and I started turning off the lights in my place, I started looking around, and that's a good thing because the movie kind of stuck with me. But at the same time, those little tiny moments are not a lot for me to say this is a great movie for you guys to watch. If you enjoyed the first movie, then yeah, check out the second movie. But the interesting thing is, when I was checking out the reviews, which I don't like to do, I don't like to really check out reviews. I just like to give my own opinion. But I started reading reviews on Shudder, the little comments underneath the movie. And a lot of people were giving this movie like, 5 skulls, like A plus, like basically saying it was the greatest. It was great. It was like worthy from the first movie. It was awesome. It was perfect. but I just don't understand if we watch the same movie. I mean, I really don't understand why they're doing that. I'm being fair. I mean, I do want to see a third movie. If this is going to be a trilogy, I don't mind. This didn't throw me off, but they're really going to have to go all out for the third movie for me, for me to stick with it. I mean, because they can't repeat the same thing they did here, because this is, it's kind of blah. Anyways, I don't want to keep going, but I'm going to give my review, my rating, not my review. I mean, just gave my review, but my rating for this movie, and I'm giving it a C minus. That's right, I'm giving it a C minus, because it's really disappointing, really disappointing from the great first movie. I really enjoyed the hell out of the first movie. I mean, it had a lot to live up to, and it just, to me, it just didn't live up. That's my opinion. It's just my opinion. Maybe you guys might enjoy it more than the first movie, but that's you guys. Anyways, that's all I gotta say about that. This is Keel the Movie King. That's all today, and I'm signing out.